What's up, y'all? It's your boy Eno again. Eno's Intro World, episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, y'all, man. I want to come to y'all, just talk to y'all for hopefully 3 to 4 minutes, probably 5 minutes, and talk about you guys know I'm an introvert, of course. The last 10 years of my life, I have been talking a lot more, doing things I've always wanted to do. Got more comfortable under my skin because not only I was an introvert, I was an emotional introvert. It's like a double whammy, you know what I'm saying? You're an introvert, you're already quiet, people think there's something wrong with you, but then you're an emotional introvert, so your feelings are kind of involved also, and you're quiet too. So I said the last 10 years I've been really more comfortable speaking to more people, speaking out, even on here at a platform like this. I just turned 40. Yes, just turned 40, made it 40. Thank God. Last week, man. I know, yep. I already know somebody in the comment. Dang, bro, you look more than 40. I thought you about 55. Got gray hairs. I can't do nothing about it, man. You know, I gotta keep my hair low because if my hair gets a little higher, you'll see all the gray everywhere. But I wasn't ready for that yet. But hey, to God be the glory, I'm still alive. I want to bring you guys something up, like I said, about being the emotional introvert. God made everybody differently. You got people who talk a lot, who don't talk a lot, people who can flip-flop, people who's laid back, people who are just natural leaders. They're just leaders. Leaders doesn't mean always you have to talk. Leaders talk when they need to. Leaders make changes when they need to. That's what a leader is. They step up when they need to. They're always there to they're to be count on. You can count on them. They're very, very liable. Some leaders are like that. You got other leaders who just always talk. But leader doesn't mean you always have to talk. You stand up and you step up when it's necessary, and we can count on you. So you got those people. I was a quiet person, and I always it was this football player from Indianapolis, coach named Marvin Harrison. He's an all-time great wide receiver. And they always say he was like a quiet leader. I said, what is a quiet leader? How can you lead and you're quiet? He said he led by example. He led by example. You know what I mean? He went out there, he worked his butt off, and he led by example. It's very rare he said something. But when he did say something, people did listen. And it's like, oh, he's talking? They even showed him on the, live TV. He would always sit on the bench during like timeouts and when he's on offense. So when the defense for his team was on, he always would sit on the bench by himself. I said, that is an introvert. He did that for all his career. Always sit on the bench by himself. Everybody else was down here. But yeah, he made me realize it's okay to be an introvert. It's okay to be yourself. Just lead by example, man. Lead by example. He could have easily been like the Ocho Cinco or Terrell Owens if he was more outspoken. But he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He kept true to who he was, and that helped me a lot. He definitely was an example for me. So thank you, Marvin Harrison, for being you, man. If you ever see this, I don't know if you will or not, but you helped me as an introvert, just being me, and I still can, live and prosper. But I was an emotional introvert. Man, something will make me mad, or somebody make me mad, or let's say I do something for somebody, and I didn't expect them to do it back, but I just expected them to treat me a different way because I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to loan you my chair. I didn't have to give you the extra $5 when I saw you was short. I just did it out of kindness of my heart. But at the same time, I thought that if I did that, people would, treat me differently. And when it didn't happen, I got emotional. So I didn't talk to people. I was kind of shy away from them. I'm like, man, I ain't talk to dude no more. Man, that girl, she did what? Oh, nah, man, forget that, man. I paid the first 3 days. She can't pay for this fourth one. She's mad at me because man, forget that. I'm leaving her alone, man. But I got so emotional about stuff that I lost friends. I lost probably girlfriends. I had separation from my family because of my emotions. I grew up with a brother that he might see this one day, he might not, but I grew up with a brother that we're like 10 or 11 months apart. I was born first. And he was more of a talkative person, and he's a people person. And I'm, of course, like I said, quiet, emotional person. So but we had a lot of things in common. You know, we like basketball, football, track, like girls. We like to, personality wise, we like to be silly, be around silly people, talk to each other about everything. We had a lot of stuff in common, but the difference was he was a little more outspoken to me. And as we got older, he started to take his friends and he kind of went with them, and I was like literally just by myself, or I had like just one friend, and I got so emotional that to the point where I stopped talking to him. And I think I got kind of somewhat jealous because it's like, dang, bro, like you was my right hand man, man. Like I talked to you about everything. We did everything. Every time we played basketball, we was on teams, man. It's like you my brother now. You going off with these friends, and I got so emotional throughout my high school career because we're, like I said, we're like 10 months apart, and he's only 1 year below me, and I got so emotional because I'm like, dang, bro, how you gonna leave them? Leave by myself. I'm the older brother. I see if I was a younger brother thinking that way, but I was the older brother. Like, hey, my little bro just, getting all the girls and getting all the friends. People coming to the house asking for him, and girls and they asking me, hey, where's your brother at? Where's your brother at? I'm like, dang, what about me, girl? Like, dang, I like you. It was always like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he looked better than me, all that stuff like that. He had a personality than me. I get it, you know what I mean? But dude, I was like, if that was me, and I got all that attention, I would have brought my little brother along. Hey, little bro, come on, man. Hey, I got 2 chicks. You take one. He didn't do that, so I just like, dang, man, it was just weird because I knew I didn't have the personality. I didn't have the looks to go with the personality to do stuff like he did. And, man, I got somewhat kind of jealous. And my emotions got involved, and we wasn't talking. I think I didn't talk to my brother for like 3 straight years. We was living in the same house, I think, 1.5 years before he moved my uncle. But 3 years, I was not talking to him. I was so mad, so judging him, because I'm like, I would never do it to you, bro. I would never do it to you. Like, you get that much attention, and you don't bring me along. I just didn't understand that. And when that happened, man, I really wished at the age of 40 now, I would never done that. I wish I would never done that. My emotions got involved, and I just really didn't, because my stepfather, back in the day, he's done now, but my stepfather, back in the day, said, hey, man, he saw what was going on between us. He's like, look, man, you better get that straight. You better get that straight before y'all get older. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. You better get that straight, because you're going to need him. And one day he might need you. So you better get that straight. And I didn't want listening. I kept on to my pride. My emotions got involved. And as we got older, yeah, I'm the first one that got married. I'm the first one that had kids and all stuff like that. And the first one that got a career and everything like that and whatever. But I was like, man, what if I put my pride aside and I kept talking to my little brother? What would have happened? What would have happened? I think it would have been a whole different situation, subject. It would have been totally different. Not only did I kind of block him out, but he blocked me out too. He started talking to me. And I think that he just saw that I was talking to him, so he didn't talk to me. It was weird, like growing up as 15, 16, 17 years old, not talking to one another, and we have some of the similar stuff. It was crazy. Him going out to play basketball, he wouldn't even ask me, you want to come? Nothing. It was weird. When you start playing basketball in front of his friends, and we saw each other, and he shot his first shot, he didn't pick me no more. He was picking somebody else. That was like, it affected me. It did. As an older brother, it affected me, but not as an older brother, but as an older brother who was quiet, emotional, didn't really take it for myself, didn't talk. I just kind of like, for real? You did that? I walked off and held everything in. And then when I got older, this is when I started to let things out more. I started to express more. I got married. My wife started to say, you need to start talking more. You need to start doing this more. And I'm like, I'm a laid back. She said, it's okay for you to be laid back, but at times you're going to have to start talking about certain things. Even at work, I get emotional at work when somebody does something to me where I'm like, man, I just helped you. I worked 10 minutes for you from overtime last week. You can't, dang, bro, I just asked you to stay there for 5 minutes. I gotta go. I get emotional. I shut down. Didn't talk to them for 4 or 5 months. And I start realizing I'm affecting and hurting myself. Nobody else. I'm hurting myself. Then I start realizing it's kind of like a witchcraft thing. It's like a witchcraft because it's like I'm holding to all this stuff when I see these people. I ain't talking to them because they did something to me 5, 6, 7 months ago, and I'm holding on to it. So when I see them, I'm looking the other way and talking to them. Hey man, this girl ain't talked to me in 5, 6 months. But every time I talk to her, every time I see her, I'm talking to her. But if I don't talk to her, she ain't talking to me. It's like it's an emotional guilt. Did I do something wrong? Did I say something to her wrong? What happened? What happened? What's going on? You know, oh man, I thought we was cool. What? All that emotional stuff, man. That's all that witchcraft crap. I prayed about that. I said, Lord, take that away from me. That's witchcraft. I'm not supposed to feel that way. I can still be a quiet. The Bible says live a quiet, peaceful life. It just say be quiet, peaceful, and emotional, overly emotional. So if anybody's going through something that I went through, man, take your emotions out of things. We need emotions for certain things, but take your emotions out of things. Everything's not about emotions. Somebody might be going through something during that time that was talking to you, and you didn't know about it. You got emotional because they said something, or they didn't respond the way you responded, that you expect them to respond. And that's what I went through all those years. So when I let that go and start being myself, I started to respect older people more now. When I started to realize when they had that I don't care attitude. I really, 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 really wish I had that I don't care attitude in my teenage years, 20s, 30s. I missed a lot. Now I'm able to explore, travel, do what I want to do, go where I want to go, be on this platform, talk like this. I would never do this 22 years ago. I was too afraid, like, man, what they might think. I'm getting all emotional and that they're going to talk about me. I had to let it go. And it came with prayer, patience, and a lot of practice, y'all. So, hey, man, please subscribe, leave your comments. It's all about motivation, y'all. All I do here is motivate on this channel. Enos Introvert, and I'm out.